行くわよ。
What is going on, niche gaming enthusiasts? Michael Jordan here for nichegamer.com. Sadly, Brandon Orselli and Cody Gully couldn't be here for the impressions video because they both went back home, and I am here in LA to basically record the video and all that stuff for our impressions of Hunt. Now, this is a pre-alpha gameplay, and it just simply looks amazing. We would expect nothing less from Crytek, and the game setup and world is very interesting way that they're trying to get things done. They're going, instead of the typical 3-team, it is a 2-team. So it's like you and your buddy, and you're going against 5 other teams, I believe. And what you're seeing here is basically going through, seeing other players, trying to stay out of line of sight so that they don't see you, you don't see them, you're not wasting ammunition. There's a lot of emphasis on resources, sneaking, and moving appropriately. Also, your arsenal kind of is done in this Victorian era, so you're obviously going to have more low-tech sort of weapons while you're fighting these monsters, ghouls, and you know, hellspawn that are basically showing up in the game. Now, as you can see right there, there was a couple individuals who were going after monsters or zombies that were over on the right, and the team that you're following right now is choosing to make sure that they don't get seen, that they're out of line of sight, and that they're not engaging. This, you know, you're reserving ammo doing this, you're staying out of the limelight, you're not showing your presence, because a bullet could travel the whole entire field. That was like one of the big things that they were talking about. Obviously, there are things like flares and whatnot that will light up the entire area, and that's a good way to get noticed too. Maybe you lead them into traps, who knows, depends on what you're actually going to do. Some of these characters that you're seeing right now are kind of like zombie-possessed sort of people, and they're going to be taking them out because they're in, you know, they're in their way. So how do they go about doing that? Obviously, if you use a gun, explosive, or whatever, people are going to hear you, and there are things like, obviously, showing a flare right there, they you know, notice them, and they're going to attack accordingly. Now, other people will be able to see this, and one of the things is like, you need to be very careful because, hey, guess what? We just let everybody know that we're here. You know, we're being attacked, or we are attacking these kind of demon people. One of the things that you'll notice in the top left-hand corner is there's a spider marker, and what you're going to be seeing throughout this demo is they're going to be hunting this spider demon, and the whole goal is to find it, basically find like 3 clues to where it is. Each one of these clues, as you can see right here, he's using kind of like a spidey sense, pun intended, and you'll be able to figure out like these certain points that will help you find where this spider demon is. So the goal is to find 3 of them, then it will show up on your map. You go there, but as soon as you activate that, it pops up on the map, and boom, everybody knows where the spider demon is, and everybody rushes over to it. One of the things is that you're going to want to be, I mean, you also get loot. So that's a big thing too. It's like you're going to be getting loot, and the idea is that you banish this demon and you get the loot. But obviously, you're going to be drawing a whole hell of a lot of attention. And as you can see right here, they're doing it a little bit of roughneck style. They're going to pull the demons out and throw a stick of dynamite in there, which was really funny when we saw it in the demo. Yeah, just set the whole thing on fire, and obviously, fire, light, people are going to be able to see it and know that there's something going on. They can hear the gunshots and whatnot. There are also dogs and things like that that will notify other people. You might even have an issue where, like, maybe you fire a gun and in the distance you see birds kind of flying up, and they'll know. So this is one of those kind of clue spots that you could kind of see where this demon is, right? So they're obviously saying, okay, the spider demon is in an attic somewhere. They don't know where it is. It looks like a farm. And then now they have their 3, you know, the 3 clues. Now what they're going to do is they're going to head to that spot and try to, actually we saw a little bit more than just this pre-alpha footage, I believe, that kind of led up to this. But the idea is, like, now we're going to go to that barn, take it out, and then try to banish it to hell. And when that happens, you're going to be getting loot and so on and so forth. Obviously, you're seeing right now, this is pre-alpha, but it just looks amazing. I mean, you know, you don't expect anything less from Crytek. One of the things that they really wanted to go for was really gritty. You know, this isn't, it's scary, it's tense, and it's gritty. And even the leveling up system that they kind of showed us and talked about before was this idea of, like, Oh, and so right there, what they're doing is they're trying to grab ammo and stuff, and ammo, and that's a refill station, is kind of a hotbed. So you want to be careful not to be spotted by other players while you're doing that, because you'll get your ass kicked. You know, maybe they'll snipe you or whatever. So you got to do it quickly and quietly, and then just get out of there. But yeah, they really went for the grit, and the leveling up system also shows that. It's kind of like, you know, I believe like you start off as an intern or something like that, and then you go up in levels until you're a manhunter. And one of the big things that you'll notice later on is they do the banishing. You know, the people will be charging them. You know, they want to get up there, they want to get that loot, and they want to take that loot from the other players. There is persistent death in this game. And so you do get perks as you level up and as you don't die. If you can keep your character around, you'll be able to, and which also makes you play smarter. You know what I mean? And there he just took out a dog to prevent, you know, a lot of noise, a lot more noise, I should say, than what they were making with the gunfire. So as you can see, there's all different variation types right here. There was like a walking corpse with like flies and shit in it. Just beautiful lighting and stuff like that. But as you notice right there, they were bleeding. You can get bandages to stop the bleeding. You're also going to want to help revive your teammates just in case you go down. And as you notice right here, there are these little slug-type monsters too. So you got a lot of variety of type of enemies that are going on. There you got this giant fucking dude who they're trying to burn to death. And just really good work on the character models and kind of the design and stuff. One of the other things that they kind of mention is that this stuff doesn't just happen in the city. Like, these are areas or hotbeds of like real depravity or shady shit goes on. So that's where these demons and stuff start spawning up, is in really bad areas. We're just going through. This is the barn area that they are looking to kill and then banish. So you have to kill it first before you can banish it. And it's a little bit of a jump scare sort of situation here, and as you can see right there, it's just like fucking nope, 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 nope. It's pretty, I mean, he just crawls over the place, so it's got a lot of good character mapping to, you know, and like level design where this thing can actually move around. As you notice, it's like in the corner, and it's just gonna quickly, you know, run at you and attack you, and you notice you get a little bit of poison damage right there. Now, other players haven't noticed them yet, so once they do kill this thing, though, it's going to pop up on the map. And you're going to see this you know, ring just kind of like form when they start doing the banishing. And I'm sure that they'll probably show it right here. So if you start the banishing, right, now everybody is going to know. See right there? Now everybody knows that that spot is where everybody else needs to go to try to steal the bounty from the players who won. And right there, as you see, there's a player right there who's coming in hot, trying to get at him. And they're a little bit fortified. There are things around this area that you could actually use to your advantage, turning on lights and whatnot, making sure that, you know, you kind of take advantage of a vantage point, so to speak, so that you can hold on to the loot as long as possible. Is he going to go down? I think he's about to go down. Yeah, I think he goes down and he goes to, yeah, see, so he's going to go and heal him. Very big, you know, you want to stick close to your partner, make sure that you're not splitting up. But once you die, like, your health bar, like, goes down. Like, that's a big thing. It's like, you know, 3 and you're out sort of deal. Or if you take out both partners, you'll be able to basically knock them out completely. And as you can see right there, boom, you went to go revive, and nada. So now here you're going to actually see there's 2 pieces of loot that just showed up. They're going to be trying to get out of here now with that loot and take out people accordingly. Notice that, yes, you can go down very quickly, so you have to play strategically. You're not going to just like run in, especially if it's one person, you're looking for 2. And right here is that you're taking a look. They're kind of finalizing it. They're going to set a fire there to kind of block the way and make sure that nobody's following them, because what they need to do is they need to escape with that loot. And then right there, he's a little bit of a trap as well. So it will prevent people from coming. That's the kind of end game vantage point that they're trying to get to. And yeah, the team succeeded. So that was Hunt. I'm super excited for it. I love these kind of like PvP but PvE at the same time games. It's probably going to draw a lot of attention from the people who are super big into you know, like Left 4 Dead or something, and it gives a PvP aspect. So a lot of the stuff that they didn't kind of go over, that they went over with us, was kind of like these leveling systems and kind of the loot and how some things will persist. So let's say your character does die, right? Which is something that obviously is going to happen, and you basically lose that character, you lose everything that they were holding. And one of the things is that when you level up and you get to certain spots and you get certain loot, you'll be able to buy that loot back with money that you earn in the game. So that's a big one. Another one is if you can actually, if you're good enough and you're staying alive, you're going to get a character who's going to be able to get more perks. And that's one thing that they'll have basically in the game, is that if you're keeping one character alive and you're doing really well, they're going to reward you for that by having different little bits of loot and things like that that you're going, or not loot, but skills and abilities that you could socket into your character. So all these things encourage you to play safe, play sane, and not rush in. This isn't Call of Duty. This isn't Run and Gun. This is, you know, a little bit of a Dark Souls sort of FPS in a sense, but with other players coming at you. And so you have to play smarter than the average bear typically. So that was Hunt. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. We're super excited for it. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, because that stuff always helps us out. And if you like what we do, please check out the Patreon page so that we can keep doing these awesome conventions and give you our impressions. Once again, Michael Jordan, signing out.